Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new weekly reading vlog. So today is currently Monday the 30th, is the 30th of August?
Yes.
The 30th of August, and it is currently about 9 o'clock on Monday night. So big plans this week. So tomorrow I am finally going to get my hair cut and coloured again after about really a good few months. The reason I haven't got it done is, while we haven't been in lockdown, my hairdresser just had her first bubby. So she has been away and just recently come back to basically full-time work. So yes, I'm very happy to get that done tomorrow. As you can, I don't know if you can tell, but my hair has grown out quite a bit since I got it coloured last, and I will also be getting my eyebrows done as well. So that's pretty exciting. So that's tomorrow's first appointment. So this week, in terms of reading, I will be reading at least 2 of my most anticipated books for the month of September. The first one, which comes out tomorrow, is The Heron's Cry by Ann Cleave, which, as you guys may already know, is part of my September TBR. And I will also be reading Empire of the Vampire by Kristoff, which comes out on Wednesday. So those are the 2 books I hopefully plan to acquire and read this week. I'm still waiting on my signed copy of The Heron's Cry from Waterstones. Currently it is stuck in Brisbane in customs. So yes, I've been nervously stalking the postman for that parcel. And yes, so The Heron's Cry comes out tomorrow, and then Empire comes out on Wednesday. So I do plan to get those 2 books hopefully on Wednesday, late Wednesday afternoon, because I am going to the movies with a former colleague on Wednesday night. We are seeing, is it Shanghai and the Two Rings? I know it's the latest Marvel movie. Don't know too much about that movie because I haven't really been interested in it, but my colleague, who is a big Marvel fan, tagged me the other day and said, "Hey girl, do you want to go?" I said, "Why not?" So that is Wednesday night's plans. Other than that, it's a pretty busy week in terms of work. So I'm currently working through on Thursday through to Sunday. So yes, so hopefully those 2 books I can fit in amongst all that. But I am currently reading Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb, so I haven't quite started this yet. I did want to start this yesterday, but I worked about a 6-hour day and it was complete chaos. So absolutely no reading got done yesterday, and pretty much the same thing happened today. So I'm just about to settle in and start reading that. Hopefully I can get a few chapters in tonight, and then hopefully take it with me to the hairdresser tomorrow as well. So yes, that's the plan for today and tomorrow. It is now currently about 12:30 on Wednesday afternoon. I did not get much reading done on Tuesday or Monday. No, actually, no, I was wrong. I did get 115 pages into Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb. So I did that yesterday, last night, with Crystal and her final splits for Pickponathon. So that was quite good. Really enjoying it so far. Quite interested to see where the political side of it goes. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen there, but from the 115 pages I have read, it's quite interesting. As you can see, I finally got my hair done yesterday. I feel so much better, and you can see I no longer have so much regrowth. So yeah, so that basically what happened yesterday, and it is the 1st of September, which means it is day 1 here in Australia of Bookopothon, Magical Readathon, and Not Safe for Workathon. So the plan for today is to read a little bit more of this before I go to town and do a bit of shopping that I forgot to do yesterday. Mainly because I couldn't do much after I got my hair done. So that is the agenda. I've got a little bit of shopping to do, and then the movies at 6 o'clock with my colleague. As I said, on Monday we're going to see Shanghai and the Ten Rings. I think that's the name of it. I'm not. It's not one of the Marvel movies I'm as hot debate as some of the others, but it should be interesting. I'm quite keen to catch up with my colleague again for that. So yes, darlings, and welcome to Friday. So it is currently about 8 o'clock. I've just had breakfast and sat down. So as you guys probably saw from Wednesday, I went on a little bit of a shopping spree. So I'm going to first start off by showing you some of the books I got. So as you guys probably saw from the footage, I got Empire the Vampire. So this is my paperback edition. I'm still waiting on the Waterstones one, which probably won't ship until next week. I know they're putting off sending out copies until the release date over there, which I'm pretty sure is next week. So this is, as you guys probably know, one of my anticipated reads for September. It's she's a chunky boy, so hopefully I do plan to start this today. But I have also started The Heron's Cry by Ann Cleave. So I'm currently about 115 pages into this one. So this is my paperback copy. I do have the Waterstones edition as well, which arrived yesterday. So loving it so far. About, like I said, about 115 pages in. Pretty much kicks off with the first murder straight up. We're really diving into the deep end with this one. Loving the characters again. Love being back in this world. So yes, so I do plan to try and finish this today, because this is quite a small book. It's only about 400 pages, so, and I tend to read quite quickly when the plot is quite interesting. So that is that one. Now I'll show you my signed copy as well. So this is the hardcover one, and it is just, oh, how those end papers. Oh, I'm obsessed with this. And there we go. Is my camera going to focus on that? Yes, it is. Yes, so that is the Waterstones signed copy, obviously in hardcover. I do tend to like to have the books I read in paperback rather than hardcover, because especially with the signed copies, I do like to keep them nice and safe and not damage them. So that is that one. And the other two books I got, which I was quite excited about. The first one is Circus of Wonders by Elizabeth Mcneil. Now, this is the author of The Doll Factory, which was a standalone that I read a couple of years ago and really, really loved it. So this is her new book. It's based around this girl who basically has birthmarks all over her body and is essentially sold by her dad to the circus with the promise of making her their leopard girl. So I'm quite interested to see what this story entails. I know it's set in 1866, so I'm quite keen to see what this book's about. But yes, like I said, I loved her other book, The Doll Factory, loved the writing, loved the characters, and I binge read that in a day. So yes, I'm very, very looking forward to reading this one at some point. Probably not this month, as you guys probably already know. I have about 15 books on my September TBR, and I don't have time for this. But if I can fit it in, I will, but it's highly unlikely. And the final one I got is These Holo Vowels by Lexi Ryan. So this is a fairy-based book. So it centres around this girl who, what does she do? Yeah, so it basically follows a girl whose sister is stolen by this unseelie king and taken to his court, and essentially to free her she has to go and steal these magical items. So I'm obsessed with this cover. It is just absolutely gorgeous. I prefer this one to the other international edition. I think this one just looks so much prettier. So another book, like I say, I probably won't read this in September because I do have 15 books I need to get through. So that was that. So the plan for today is to, like I say, finish the Heron's Cry today and hopefully start Empire the Vampire. I do also need to edit my Fable Crate unboxing. That also arrived yesterday, and you guys are not ready for this. So probably by the time you guys see this vlog, the video for that would have already gone up. So yes, I'm very, very excited to show you guys what that is, because the products in that box are just phenomenal. So I am going to go set up and start my reading for the day. Hello everyone, so a bit of a reading update. It is now about 10 to 1 on Friday still, and I have just finished reading The Heron's Cry. So another great 5-star read. Did not predict who'd done this one. I will give a trigger warning for themes of suicide, because that is mentioned quite a lot throughout this book. So if that is something that probably can trigger you, I'd probably suggest not reading it because it is mentioned quite a lot throughout this book. But yes, another great 5-star read. So that is the first book of the month done and dusted. So the plan now is to head out and grab something for lunch because I am absolutely hungry. And when I get back, I will probably start to read a bit of Empire of the Vampire and then get ready for work a bit later on because I don't have to start tonight until 6 o'clock. So yes, that is the plan for the rest of the afternoon. Hello my darling, so it is now currently 11 o'clock on Sunday night and I thought I'd give you guys a bit of a reading update because I haven't done that since Friday. So as you guys know, I finished The Heron's Cry on Friday, loved it, gave it 5 stars. But I also read and finished Rainbow Grey by Laura Anderson. So this was my book I probably picked for the cute vibes. This is a book that is recommended by Gab from How to Train Your Gabbin', and this follows Grey, who is a young girl who lives in this world where magic is based around elements, so like fire, wind, etc. And she is basically born with no powers, and until one day she comes across this magic that gives her the ability of rainbow magic, which is basically magic that hasn't been seen for quite a long time. So basically this story is she has to discover her powers and why there hasn't been someone with rainbow magic for years. So this was such a cute little read. I absolutely adored it, gave it 5 stars. Highly recommend it to anyone who has little kids. Yes, quite interested to see where the further books in this series goes, because from the ending I do think it is going to be a series, so quite looking forward to that one. Now, the one I'm sure you're all anxious to hear about, the one I have also started reading on Friday and am now about 400 pages into, is Empire of the Vampire by Kristoff. So I started this late Friday afternoon. As you can see, a substantial chunk has been made into this bad boy. Quite enjoying it so far. The main issue I have with this is the same thing as Assassin's Apprentice, where the beginning it picked off really well. It's kind of gone into that slumpy stage, and Assassin's Apprentice did this thing where it started well at the beginning, it slumps, and then it got good at the end. So I'm kind of hoping this is the same scenario with Empire, because I really do want to give it a higher rating than I probably will at the moment. At this stage, I'm got about 3.5 stars in terms of rating. I'm quite enjoying it for what it is. It does make me want to keep reading. It's not a book that I put down and then can go and do stuff and not think about it. So yes, so I'm quite hoping it does what Assassin's Apprentice did, was it picks up towards the end, because I do know that this is part of a series. So yes, quite interested to see where it goes in terms of that. So probably not going to get much more reading done tonight, because I did work this afternoon and I edited and uploaded my unboxing of the Fable Crate video today. So that should be up on my channel now if you guys want to go check that out. But yes, I'm going to probably get ready for bed and update you when I have more of a reading update. Hey guys, so it is now midnight on Monday and I thought I would give you a reading update because I finished Empire of the Vampire by Kristoff. So this took me a few days to get through. I really enjoyed this. Gave it 4 stars. As I said in an earlier update, I found that this did the same thing as Assassin's Apprentice. It started off really well, the middle of the book kind of got slumpy, and then the end really picked it up. So for that reason I have only given this 4 stars, but I quite enjoyed this. You could tell an Australian wrote this because the sense of humour that is laced without this book. I'm just reading it and I'm thinking to myself, yes, an Australian man wrote this, because the swearing and just the banter between the characters, I thought, yeah, an Australian wrote this for sure. Especially if you watch a lot of Australian related YouTube like I do, and you'll probably know that we do like to swear quite a lot here in Australia. So yes, I really love the premise of this. I think it probably could have been a bit shorter than what it was, but I think the reason that this book was so long is that because it is the first in the series, it is more of a world building book, so it's introducing you a lot to the characters, the world, and all of that. And oh my god, there was one point there was one scene in this book that I was nearly in tears over. I was probably this close to crying. So, yes, I really, really loved this book. Like I said, couldn't quite give it 5 stars because there was a bit of a slump in this book, and not that it was bad. It just, to me, it felt like it could have been a bit shorter than what it was. So yes, I highly recommend this book to anyone who loves J. Kristoff, and yes, I'm quite interested to see where the next book goes, because the way it ended, I thought, yeah, there's no way that they're going to leave us Jay's going to leave us in suspense, because there are quite a lot of unanswered questions in this. So yes, that is that one. So that is where I'll leave this reading log for this week. It's been quite an interesting week in terms of content and just basically great reads. So I read 2 5-star reads and 1 4-star read. So that is quite a good reading week in terms of books. I'm really hoping I can keep this mojo up. So if you liked this vlog, please give it the thumbs up. If you haven't, please subscribe already, and I shall see you in the next one.